Hey everyone, this is Nick, and today we're gonna tackle the infamous Linux is free only if you don't value your time myth. Because some people seem to think that while Linux is free, it's also going to make you waste a ton of time to install it, to learn how to use it, to get running with it. So let's see if there's any truth to that myth or not. Just like it's true that you should use today's sponsor, Linode. Linode is an amazing way to get your Linux server up and running. They've been voted top provider for infrastructure as a service by G2 and TrustRadius, and they offer tons of one-click deployable servers. For example, Owncast, letting you run your own Twitch-like streaming server with video broadcast and chat capabilities, or Apache Guacamole, which is the easiest way to get your own fully featured Linux desktop in the cloud, accessible from anywhere in the world. If you prefer gaming, you can also start your own Valheim server on Linode, and they also have one-click servers available for CSGO, Rust, Ark, or Minecraft, among others. Now, on top of that, Linode is currently upgrading all their data centers with faster NVMe block storage, which means that every server that you currently have with them or that you plan to open with them will have access to that faster storage at no extra cost for you, which is pretty freaking amazing. Now, I personally run my own Nextcloud instance and OnlyOffice document server, both on Linode, and I couldn't be more satisfied. I can only recommend them. So if you want to give them a shot and get started, click the link in the description below and you will get a free $100 credit to start your own Linux server. Okay, so first that quote was attributed to Jamie Zawinski, a developer, back in 1998. It's been popping up ever since in YouTube videos, all the way until at least 2018, as a common myth that people keep repeating over and over again. And back in 1998, it was true. Like 24 years ago, the Linux desktop was not the same thing as what we had today. You had to configure a lot of things manually, including x.org, and it crashed and burned after every update. And you couldn't play any games, and Wine was still in alpha, and the programs were just not as mature as what you can find on Linux today. Now, hell, I started my Linux journey in 2006, and even back then, things just were not easy at all, so I can only imagine in 1998 how hard things must have been. But things have changed a lot in the past 24 years. The Linux desktop has come a very long way. So is that thing still true? Let's start with the Linux is free part. This one is very easy. It is true. Linux is generally free of charge, at least in a monetary sense. You don't pay for it in 99.9% of cases. Sure, you've got distributions that charge their users for a specific version, for example Zorin OS Pro, or some distributions charge their users period, like Elementary OS, which lets you define how much you want to pay, including $0 if you think that's what it's worth. But in general, Linux as a Linux desktop operating system is free of charge. Now you could also interpret this part as Linux being free, as in you're free to do with it as you please. I don't think that's what the original author intended, and I don't think that's what people think about when they repeat that myth. But basically, yeah, you could also say that Linux is free to do with as you please. You can break it, you can tweak it, you can bend it backwards so hard that you can't even recognize the thing that you started using. It's free as in you can do with it as you please. Now, the second part is more open to interpretation. The only if you don't value your time basically tends to mean that you either don't charge for your time, so you can afford to waste it, or you just have tons of time to waste on something that is going to consume time to use and learn. So the first question that comes to mind is Linux really time consuming to use? And yes it is, once you decide to distro hop for the 10th time this month, or rise your desktop again, instead of doing something actually useful with your computer. Now, jokes aside, Linux in itself can be time-consuming. When you install it, you'll have to look up a few things. You have to try out the OS in a live USB session. And seriously, don't forget that step. Live USB, it's live for a reason. You have to try your hardware and your software first. So many people trip up on this. Linus. Now, you have to install your necessary programs. You have to change the few options you want for it to work like you want it to. You can also spend a lot of time choosing which desktop or distro you want to use. And then you can run into issues that you will need to research to be able to fix. Linux isn't perfect, and it still has problems with specific hardware. Some people struggle with the Go XLR. I personally fight the long war against Bluetooth auto-suspend and disconnection. You can also spend a lot of time discovering new things, learning new ways to do what you already knew how to do. writing scripts to automate your stuff, or create a monstrous multi-VM server with multi-GPU pass-through to use with remote thin clients to play video games with your whole family. But these use cases are positive and probably not what people repeating this myth have in mind when they're criticizing Linux. In any case, all these steps do represent a sizable amount of time. If you're used to Linux, choosing the distro, installing it, and configuring it to be ready to use is a matter of 2 hours. Now, I personally moved from Manjaro to Fedora in about 1 hour, and that includes downloading the ISO, burning it, installing it, and copying over my files and reinstalling all my programs. 1 hour. Now, if you're beginning with Linux, you're probably going to waste at least a day choosing your desktop and your distro, and at least another day trying it out with a live USB, installing it, fixing the few issues you have, finding the right programs. It's going to be a multi-step process and a multi-day process as well. So yeah, Linux is time-consuming, but is it more time-consuming than the alternatives? Now, the Linux wastes time myth is generally based on the assumption that other alternatives don't, because people tend to assume that Linux is something new you have to install on top of your computer compared to something that is already installed and that you already know. And this comparison just doesn't work because the alternatives are not placed on an equal footing. You're comparing something new that you have to learn and get into with something that you already spent time beforehand in the past learning and getting to work. And let's be honest, that thing is going to be Windows, so let's compare it with Windows, right? Installing Windows takes longer than installing Linux. The install reboots multiple times, it has multiple waiting screens, it asks a lot of questions before you actually get to a usable system. Generally, a Linux install won't last more than 20 minutes. A Windows install is more like 45. Windows doesn't come with all the programs you might need, just like most Linux distros. So you have to install your stuff in both cases. Installing programs is faster on Linux as well, because they're all inside of your graphical app store. That's not the case on Windows, so you will have to spend time looking up those .exe files, installing them, clicking on Next 35 times, while dodging the crapware that they're trying to install in your system as well, and then you have to clean up all these installers. Now, Windows also has issues to troubleshoot, even though these seem less frequent than the ones Linux can encounter, if only because Windows comes pre-installed on literally everything, and so has hardware compatibility that Linux can't boast of. Windows has updates to install, like Linux. The difference is that Linux lets you pick which and when, and Windows forces them upon you, and they will stop you from using your computer for a long time in most cases, when they don't break your system at all. Windows 10 had a terrible track record with updates and update stability. Windows 11 doesn't seem to suffer from the same problems for now. And if you're not familiar with Windows and the way it does things, it's also going to take you a lot of time to learn how it works, where to find your stuff. It's a learning process as well. The difference is, most people already had that learning process with Windows, and they haven't with Linux yet. So in short, if you compare Linux and Windows as things that you have to download, to install, and to learn how to use, they will both waste your time. So, Linux is free and doesn't waste your time more than the alternatives. So the sentence should be, as with every OS, Linux wastes your time, but at least it's free, right? Well, no, that's wrong. Because of course, people will compare Linux to the thing that they already have installed. And of course, people who are interested in moving to Linux already have a PC OS, either it's Mac OS or Windows, that they already know, that they already spend the time to learn. So in their mind, it's a net negative. It's going to waste some time to try and learn and install something new. So the time is wasted in the end. Not because Linux is harder or because it's worse, just because it's different and you're replacing something by something else that's going to do the exact same job, but that you have to relearn entirely. So it feels like a waste of time. Then there is the higher chance that some of your hardware won't work as well or at all on Linux compared as to Windows, because Linux doesn't come pre-installed on everything and so doesn't have the same hardware compatibility. Then there's the fact that you might not find all the exact programs you're used to, so you're going to have to find alternatives and relearn how to use them. Like, how does Linux not have access to Emule? Like, are people not angry about this? Are people not using Emule anymore? What year is this? Now, Emule notwithstanding, you are trading off your time for the money you spent on the alternative OS. The important question is, do you prefer paying money or learn how to use something that is generally free of charge and be able to not pay money anymore, even in the future? You could be free of hardware upgrades to get the latest version of an OS. You could be free of paying subscriptions to various programs. You could be free of paying for basic features, like playing DVDs, which surely should cost at least 15 euros, right? Now, what the Linux is only free if you don't value your time myth ignores is that the time you spend isn't spent every day for the rest of your life while you're using Linux. It's spent once. When you get used to Linux, when you install it, when you learn about it, when you set it up. After that, the net saving starts to shift in the other way, because you don't get annoyed as much by your OS, it doesn't waste your time as much, and you're also saving money. So in the end, over the span of a few weeks, of a few months, Linux is actually saving you time, not wasting it. So, is that myth a myth, or is it true? And I think it's true, because Linux is free if you don't think that the time you're spending to learn it, to get used to it, is worth anything. What this statement ignores is that everything new in your life has a cost in terms of time for you to learn it. If you replace your camera with another brand, you're gonna have to relearn how it works. If you replace your keyboard with another one, you're gonna have to spend time relearning where to place your fingers. It's normal, but at least on Linux, there's some kind of return over investment if you spend enough time with it. In a vacuum, if you only think about replacing Windows with Linux, with you knowing Windows and not knowing Linux, of course Linux is going to cost you time. You're going to waste time installing it, researching it, fixing your issues, finding the programs. But after you're set up and comfortable with it, it's going to save you time. You're not going to have to reinstall Windows every 2 years because it rotted in place. You're not going to have to waste time waiting for updates to apply while your computer is no longer usable. You're not going to waste your time with updates that break your system. So yeah, Linux is free and Linux can be a time waster. But after you get comfortable with it, it's no longer wasting your time, it's actually saving your time and saving you money. So that's it for this video. It was made possible by Slimbook, and even if you guys know about Slimbook, I'm still going to tell you about it because it's awesome. These guys make Linux laptops and desktops. They're based in Spain, they ship worldwide, they have devices for every price point, with every keyboard layout. I only use their laptop, their desktop, and their keyboard nowadays. I can only recommend them. So if you need a new Linux device, just head over to the link in the description below and click it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you didn't like, I encourage you to leave a comment because the dislike button is broken. And that's about it. If you want to watch somewhere else than on YouTube, I'm also on Odyssey. And if you want to help me make those videos every single day of the week, I'm not making videos every day. You know what I mean. You can join my Patreon subscribers and my YouTube members. You'll get access to a weekly Patreon cast and the right to vote on the next topics I'll cover. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!